So you can see over here where I was just at, that moldboard's sticking out. It almost looks like I had the wing on, but got it off into the ditch. That way when it starts melting, it'll all just run down the ditch and won't come out on the road. Everything's pushed back nice. Can't ask for much better. But looks like the next week, this week's supposed to be pretty cold, but next week they're talking highs, mid-40s, 50s again, so a lot of this moisture will be all gone for the most part, so that'll be really nice. Get all the snow gone, and hopefully we'll get some spring rains and get back into the spring work. I can start discing shoulders and doing all that fun work. So, but I got my magnetic mount with me. I'll take and set that up and get some action shots outside the machine here, and we'll pick the video up in a little bit. Well, we finally got some snow to push. I went out yesterday just to kind of open up the roads, and wind was still blowing pretty good, so some spots drifted back in a little bit. Nothing terrible bad, but enough to warrant to clean them up anyway again, so we're back out after it. Would have loved to get some video yesterday, but I forgot to put my SD card in my GoPro, and I didn't get any footage yesterday, so not much you can do about that, I guess. So I don't have my wing on this machine. Haven't really needed it all winter. Well, you guys have seen the videos. I haven't been doing any snow plowing. Lots of blading. So what I do in the winter, like this time of year, it's, well, we're dang near second week of March already. I don't have my wing. What I do is I pull my saddle pin and stick it over to the second hole. That way I can get out off the edge of the road with the moldboard and throw the stuff back in the ditch. Works pretty good. You can see I got the moldboard stuck out here in the ditch pretty good. And that'll throw that snow back out past the fence. Just about as good as the wing. I mean, it's doing the same thing. It's just once the snow gets so deep, this here doesn't work very good. You got to have your wing on, but for snows like this, you can get by pretty good anyway. Got a little hard, throwing me around pretty good. This fall's 12-foot one-way. That really keeps your speed up, and you can throw the snow good with it. Plus you can see really good around it. Have really good visibility with it. In my John Deere, I actually like having the transmission in the automatic setting for snow plowing. With this one-way, heck, there's probably, I'd say 70% of the time I'm running 8th gear at 26, 27 mile an hour, probably 70% of the time. So doesn't take long to get around the township this way, and you throw the snow good, so really like that. Snow's definitely not every place, but And the spots that you do have to kind of push back a little bit, there's enough worth kind of messing with anyway. But it's kind of a different game this time of year. We're second week of March, you know, spring's knocking on our door. We might get another 2-3 snowfalls, but it ain't gonna be around long. I mean, if I was getting this snow in November, I'd be plowing it a lot different, obviously, because it's gonna be piling up. But this year, it's pretty much just get it off the road, and we'll let Mother Nature melt it, take care of it for us. See, I'm throwing that snow out past the edge of the fence with just the moldboard. So, but when you're clipping along at 28 mile an hour, you can throw the snow quite a ways. Yesterday it was kind of like a slushy slash really wet, really slippery snow. I really burnt through the fuel yesterday. I was out for 6 hours and went through 74 gallons of fuel and half a tank of diff. So I was really burning the fuel yesterday, but it was pulling pretty hard in some spots. So start working a blade like this, you definitely burn through the fuel. Need to get back out and do some blading by the looks of it. Got some pretty good washboards here, but they always get in this corner pretty bad, so nothing unnormal there. Careful going through these narrower bridges. Moldboard swung out like this. I'm not exactly the narrowest in the world, but you can get by anyway. intersections in winter time. Pretty straightforward, really. Coming up to a highway here, what I normally do is once I get up on the asphalt of the apron on the pavement, so I just simply take everything to the right and then just push that off to the edge. I go down the middle of the intersection first, take it to the right. If I have my wing on, this is the thing that I will preach the most, is do not let your wing drag down on the corners. The last place you want to have snow catching is on the intersection. So do everything in your power not to have any type of ridge on an intersection. So I just dropped across the highway here. If there was a bunch of snow in here, what I would do is I go right down the middle of the intersection first, hit that, then I'd back up, and then I'd go around the radius to the right. And then when I come back, I'd do the same thing on the other side. So it's pretty straightforward. But that's kind of how I go about my intersections anyway, for the most part. Got any questions, put them down in the comments. Would like to thank everybody for watching and taking